Hello there, Gacha Gamers, and we've got a nice little beginner video here, talking about something a little bit different. And what are we talking about? Oh, bang! So on the left hand side here, we have our gel leveling up. Why is it leveling up? Because it loves us. Why does it love us? For many reasons. So, if we bring up this particular gel, in Uno Momento. So, what we have on the left there, at that level 12, 22 out of 92, out of 181, is its bond level. Every time this bond level goes up, you will get hearts for raising the monster's stars, and you will get SP for leveling your books. So the book system here, we'll talk about that in a different day, not right now, but it's there. And these hearts that you can go into and use in order to level up. So ultimately this guy's going to need another 33 in order to get to 4 stars, 183 to get to 5 stars. Fortunately, I'm just using him for the sake of it. So, why are these important? Well, raising the star monster is raising those stat caps, it's also raising their base stats, and in some certain instances, once you get to 6 stars and above, it gives you even more than that. Now, Gubbins, this isn't going to get me to 6 stars. Yes, I know, it won't. But, for certain monsters that you pull ridiculous amounts of, glaring at you, Meteorite, you might get to 5 stars without ever having to raise one of these guys, and then by that point you're either getting Dust or Psyche. That depends as to whether it is exclusively a 2-star gacha monster or not. Now, ultimately, this isn't the only way you have to level up these monsters. You have the heart tokens, you have the Nagasen. Now, a quick thing with the Nagasen is if you're in a situation, like I am currently, where you haven't really been given most of what you wanted, it's technically beneficial to get 16 of these, because if you ever pull them in the future, if they're not rate up, you'll get 30 hearts. That takes you to 46. Then, for all of your levels, you will get 54 total hearts. Is that a grind? Yes. Is this optimal in a world where the game wants to try and shaft you? Yes, and sometimes you have to be. So in this instance, you get 16, you will get 9, 8. 9, 8? You will get 8 from levels 10, no. You get 10 from levels 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So that's 10, that takes you to 26. Then you've got levels 2 to 9, giving you 1 each, and then the rest of the levels. Obviously you get nothing for level 1. If you did get for level 1, then it would be 55, which is why 16 is the number that you want. You could always knock a few levels off because the top levels get really high. So you could do a couple more if you wanted to. So, how do we increase this? Well, fortunately, there's 3 guys here trying to point out to me that they need food, so I'm going to give it to them. Now, we're currently in a double bond up scenario at the moment, but you can feed them. The certain foods will give them varying amounts, so if they don't like it, they're getting less. If they do like it, they're getting even more. And these ones that you get randomly, that are bonus ones, give you even more. And you can see that, there you go, bond ranking going up and SP going up there. Oh, shut up, you. Stupid collab joker. So, that's one way. That can actually be influenced. So up here you have lots of slimes and a tiger. Now this, if you fill these up with what you want it to be, you're going to get more of those appear. It doesn't necessarily guarantee it, but once you've got 5 of the same thing in there, I'd be surprised if it didn't. So that's one way that you're going to be able to boost them. If you have that appear 4 times in a double boosted rate, you get 3200 bond XP if you've got the big foods to give it. If you've only got little foods to give it, that's still 1600. So that's one chunky way. Then the next here is not there. It's your expeditions. Now, I guess I'll burn an hourglass, a stopwatch, to show you here that you'll gain the bond level down at the bottom, so we're getting 86 odd here. Ultimately a huge chunk of that is down to the high level of my expeditions, but you can throw 5 of the same monster in here, so if you were getting 86 5 times, that's 400 bond every 8 hours, not 5 hours. So that's another way. And then you also have the rest runs. So ultimately, I've spoken about these already, but you would choose your monster of choice. Now, at the moment, that's not going to be great because it's just 100 points, but you also have your auto runs. I wouldn't recommend using auto runs just for bond. You can most of the time be using auto runs in order to do bingos, and I would say that is the shout. Being able to chip away at those bingos via the auto runs, it's just nice. Saves you having to do runs that you don't necessarily want to. With that said, I believe that has covered everything here. Feeding, expeditions, and raising. Ultimately, increasing these bond levels are going to be very nice because you get stronger monsters out of them, or you get psyche out of them, both of which are going to be very useful. And with the Grand Prix, it's always interesting and nice to know those ways as to which you can focus those mons to get them as strong as possible. Things like Shin and the Kawazumo Dragon. So with that said, that has been all from me, and I will see you next time.